On the Madman Rants, I try to highlight things that nobody seems to be talking about, or maybe nobody gets other than you, my dear readers, listeners. I get it, people don't like to read. So what I'm doing is reading my posts that I put up on justonecynicsopinion.blogspot.com, in part because I think best when I write things down, and so I write them down and then I read them to you. What's amazing me about things right now is that everybody's talking about Rudy Giuliani, Trump's personal lawyer. He's not his lawyer. He works for these other guys, these former Ukrainian guys, new Americans who are now in federal prison. So this one I titled, "The Man Who Got Trump to Impeach Himself." Lawyers get paid by their clients. Trump has not been paying his so-called personal lawyer, so Rudy is not his lawyer. Giuliani was being paid by the two former Ukrainians currently in federal prison, Lev Parnas and Igor Fruman. He was working in their best interest when he, I believe accidentally, which makes you really wonder about his IQ, led Trump down impeachment road. If Trump had never listened to Giuliani, he might never have been impeached. Now that's a very big might, but stick with me. What, you may ask? It was Rudy who got the ball rolling by allowing his two actual clients to put him in touch with the thoroughly disgraced, compulsively lying, demonstrably corrupt, and unquestionably self-serving fired former national prosecutor for Ukraine, Viktor Shokin. It was Shokin who, in a pathetic attempt to redeem himself and extract revenge on Joe Biden and the powers that be, has been sticking to a made-up story that is typical of any guilty con man, saying, "It wasn't me, it was the people who got me fired who were corrupt." Joe Biden specifically was the loudest voice among many who pressed Ukraine's leaders to fire Shokin. First Rudy, then the Donald, listened to this despicable vermin, and then they believed him. Why? Because A, they share his personality disorder, and B, their own self-interest made them choose to perceive that his story could be used to benefit themselves. Giuliani would get closer to Trump and spend some more time in the spotlight, while Trump might boost his re-election chances by diminishing Joe Biden's appeal. Don't get me wrong, I believe that Trump, like Nixon before him, and that was the subject of number 7, I believe, of my videos, would have eventually done something much like this to impeach himself. It's in the nature of their shared personality type to feel no remorse, to jump at the chance to leverage an opportunity to benefit themselves, and to believe that they are both above the law and won't get caught. What I am pointing out is that this particular lie that both Giuliani and Trump totally bought into was brought to Trump by Giuliani via his actual paying clients because they were hoping to use Shokin's corrupt contacts in Ukraine to get a lucrative deal for themselves. Giuliani's clients, Parnas and Fruman, were using Shokin because they knew him to be totally corrupt. Only self-serving narcissists who are liars themselves would believe Shokin's bald-faced falsehoods. Trump came out and praised Giuliani after the proverbial shit hit the fan because this simpleton still believed Shokin's version of history and continued to believe that the truth, quote unquote, about Biden's artificial corruption would benefit him. Moron. Sorry, to be clear, soon to be impeached moron. If you get something out of these videos that I make or by reading my blog posts and makes you go, oh, hadn't thought of it that way before, please go through the usual drill and like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps my numbers out. And if you're super inspired and you think that you would like to buy me a beer, please go to patreon.com, the Madman Rants, and do so there. Thanks very much for watching my videos, and I hope you'll watch some more. And if you want to comment below, knock yourself out, argue all you like. I don't have time to read the comments, but I certainly will get back to you if you become a Patreon. Thanks so much, and bye for now.